It's crunch time right now. Oh my god! It's getting good. This car is freaking awesome. What's going on, you guys? Before we hop into this video, I just wanted to let you guys know we just launched our merchandise brand, Press Start, you guys, and this is the first design that we had came out with, you guys, and quantities are limited, so they're selling out fast, and once we sell out of this design, we won't be coming out with the design anymore. So make sure you guys head down to the link in the description down below and get yourself one at the PressStartUS.com website. It's another way for you guys to support the channel, so that way we can do more fun things, you guys, and we'll come out with more designs for you guys along the way. So definitely pick you guys self one up, and if you already have, thank you so much for supporting. Now with further ado, let's hop into this video. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today is a big day. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell from the title, you guys. Today is Dyno day. Like, finally, we're gonna get this thing on the dyno. We're gonna know exactly what we're running. We're gonna do the fine tuning on the dyno. So after today, we should finally be pulling the amount of power or just the capability that we currently can out of everything that we have on this setup for my car. This will be my first time ever on a dyno, or even like witnessing like a dyno happening. I'm super excited. So right now we actually are headed to Studio RSR. There's like 2 parts that apparently Zach from Counter Space Garage said that we needed. So we overnighted those parts. These 2 parts are gonna allow us to basically like turn it up a bit. So I'll get more into detail about what exactly it is once we get to Studio RSR. It was just kind of crunch time because we were trying to plan this throughout the week. We had to order the parts, and then we have to install the parts, and then we have to head down to San Diego for where the dyno is at. So like I said, it's crunch time right now. If this is you guys' first time to the channel, please give this video a big thumbs up already, you guys. This series has been very well. You guys have been showing a lot of good support, so I really appreciate that. All right, so we are currently here at Studio RSR. This is the back of the building. Just got here and they're already like, hey, bring it to the back. Let's throw on those parts. Like, crunch time, dude. So they're moving some cars around. All of them literally just got here themselves. It's going, you guys. It's moving and grooving. So you guys, this is the parts, I guess, that we needed, or at least that Zach said we needed.
Right here we got a little boost controller. Yeah. From what I'm assuming. And
oh, okay. For sure, I heard about needing something like that.
Yes. So this will help you if you want to. I'm assuming make more boost.
Yeah, okay.
Or max it out as much as you can. And then you have your E85 compatible fuel pump, so it doesn't like strain the OEM one that's installed right now currently.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. You did have the wallboard one.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah.
It just didn't fit the way that we needed it to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. For sure, I didn't know that, and it's cool. We have AEM because we have the AEM, so that's cool. Definitely 2, I guess, very important things that you need if you want to crank up the boost a bit. So I'm excited for that. I just was curious because I was like, wait, fuel pump? I thought we had one already. Currently, while we wait for the parts to be installed, I'm on the sim for the very first time ever, and I'm realizing how bad I actually am. I'm also like pretty short, so I'm barely hitting the pedals, but this is dope. Alright guys, so finally made it to the dyno, and I would like to say it was a little bit of a struggle only because we were running a lot of camber, and the dyno we're using, it's not like a Mustang dyno. I'm pretty sure some of you guys know exactly what kind of dyno this is, so I think this is like more of the accurate, but the reason why it was such a struggle is because this area here, I'm running -5 camber, so because of that, this wasn't able to kind of get in all the way, so I had to kind of mess with the camber just a little bit. We had to kind of play with that to actually get it to slide in. And as much as I would like to say that it wasn't that bad of a ordeal, it actually was, you know, it was pretty hard. Big shout out to the guys at the shop here that were trying to help. Also, big shout out to Zach too, because he had plans and he's like staying over to get this done. We have Zach here already, and then we have our graph here, you guys. So definitely this is what we're going to be looking at. Have our fans. Like I said, the car gets hot. We added those other parts in here as well. So remember that boost controller we were talking about? Here's where they put it. The other fuel pump that we had, the Walbro, so the reason why that wasn't working was because it was actually blowing some seals. So I still have that fuel pump, the one with the AEM. It's a lot cheaper. I think the Walbro one is like a couple $100, and the AEM fuel pump, it works. It's known to work, it's reliable, and it's cheaper. So well, that's why we went with that. Definitely excited to finally get to see what we're working with here, you guys. If you have some headphones on right now, please be aware. That was what you were talking about, right? In terms of like the 7,000.
Just basically seeing where it's sitting right now. Your natural boost curve peaks, mid-range, right about 7.25 pounds. By red line, without any boost control, you're tapering to 4.5 pounds.
I see.
So we're gonna gain a ton of power just from boost control.
The slight difference of having a boost controller and not having a boost controller. So just so you guys know. Okay, so right now you did like what? Like you said a base?
Yeah, it's literally just wastegate pressure, so it's about 7 psi tapering to about 4 psi at red line. Nothing happening to the boost controller right now.
And then we ended up like hitting like 303 horsepower, right? At that pool already. Is that what that?
Oh yeah, right about 303 to 308. Baseline.
So right now, Zach was telling me that with the boost controller, it's basically not reading well with the ECU right now. So he hit up Gerald, which is the one that actually made the software for the boost controller, and Gerald is looking at it right now. So it's cool because Zach actually is able to talk to him right away rather than having to wait. So he's looking to it right now. Hopefully he's able to make that adjustment like live while we're here. But right now he said he's gonna be kind of turning up power just a little bit, or getting it ready to turn up power while Gerald does that. Like I said, making his adjustments on the software for the boost controller. He ended up giving a safety mechanism on the boost controller, whereas if it wasn't able to read the oil pressure and I believe the boost, that it would like kind of cut off the ECU to kind of like, you know, as a safety mechanism, as a protectant. So that's why Zach was like, hey, you know, I can't see this on the ECU, so can you make an adjustment? So currently making adjustments right now. He's going to do another vlog for Gerald, so that way he can see what other adjustments he needs in the boost controller. So we're gonna see if we actually can make a little bit more power on this. But like I said, currently 303 on the base on 275 foot-pounds of torque. And that was just a, you know, base pool. It wasn't even actually pumping up the horsepower or anything like that. Right there, is that why?
Yeah, your boost controller decided to
Actually work? Is that because of the adjustment he just made?
Nope, I didn't change anything yet.
Ah. Apparently the boost controller was working and it gave us tons more torque and like 50 horsepower from the last pull. This was where the last one was at. This is what we just pulled. We had like 275 foot-pounds of torque, now we're at 3. The last one was also at like 5 pounds of boost redline, so this one was a lot better. So to give you guys a little bit more inside the boost controller that we have, we're actually the second person with it. It's like brand new. Like we're, if anything, we're the ones doing like the first bit of testing on it, along with Ecutech as well. So that's what I was kind of mentioning. Like Zach has been working with, you know, a couple of the guys in the industry, right, to get some of this new stuff out. I guess somebody else had gotten the other part like 2 days ago, but I don't know if they started their testing yet. This part right here, we're the second ones with it. Like I said, there's a lot of R&D going on in terms of like really fine tuning it. And so even after this, I have to get logs for Zach, so that way we can really refine the software, refine the tune and everything like that. Firmware still not 100% on the boost controller, but the boost controller is working. So he's gonna add 9 pounds of boost total, and we'll see what we're at. So pretty good. 9 pounds, 397 horsepower, and 352 pounds of torque. And with the boost controller working, it's getting good.
I went up.
It did?
Lost a little bit of torque, but we tamed boost control down to where it was actually supposed to be targeting there.
Oh, you're right. It did go up, you guys.
Yeah.
It's at 400 right here. All right. Just did another pull, and we're getting closer. Where are we at with that
Still
one?
no timeouts.
No timeouts.
That makes me happy.
Boost controller still working after that?
Control is
Still work. You guys, we're making tons of progress at this point now. We just hit 436 horsepower. I guess we exceeded what Zach had already originally planned for it to do on this last run.
like half
Half a pound. Oh, okay, so not much, but that actually made quite a difference, half a pound though. So some of you guys might be asking, what are we shooting for here? What are we looking for? To be honest, we're safely trying to max out what this setup is currently capable of with everything we have on the car: turbo, injectors, fuel pump, all that, boost controller. And then mind you guys, we still don't even have an oil cooler, so that consistency of like running it and doing pulls, right? That the oil cooler will help with that. But right now, we're definitely making big progress. And one of the things that I like to stress, right, is that Zach wants you to be able to make a certain amount, but at a safe, consistent rate, right? He's worked with a ton of different track cars and everything like that. He's also tuned a bunch of the F20 engines and just a lot of cars.
Look, it's blacked out. What do you know? I'm a good tuner.
From what Zach was talking about, in the torque curve right here, it was dipping down at the 5600 range, right? So Zach wanted to make it more linear. He wanted to kind of keep it more consistent with the peak. So now that he ran that, now it's more consistent here with our torque. So right now, we're currently pulling around 366, 369 foot-pounds of torque. We're gonna actually keep it there because Zach believes that with the rods, it can actually bend them, depending. So I asked him, I was like, do we need to put up the torque to make more power? He said no. So I said, okay, then I trust you. Let's keep it there and let's see if we can make more power. So did we make more power? Yes, we did. 446. We're getting close to 5. From what Zach was telling me right now, this was our original wastegate, right? And this is stock. And this is what we're at now. And it's pretty linear. Also, this is stock of where we're at now consistently. That's where you're leaving it too, right? Like I told you guys earlier, Zach safely wants to kind of leave the torque alone so we don't like mess any rods or anything like that. So right now what I just showed you is like stock, and then where we're at in terms of like where the wastegate was at with the other pulls, and now where we're at right now with the torque. So that's gonna be the same. That's where it's gonna be living at. Oh yeah. We actually ended up making some more torque too, actually. That's good, I'm fine with that though. Wasn't like a too big of a jump. 456. And I think, Zach was telling me, I think we're kind of at like around 15 PSI of boost, so pretty nice. Big difference. Alright guys, so we are currently at the last run, and this is basically where we're at right now. We're at 472 horsepower and 380 of torque. We've been here since 240-ish or whatever, and we did have some issues with getting it on to the Dyno pack. But aside from that, we actually are making some really good power, and it's healthy and it's happy. He's been talking me through a lot of what kind of goes into it, and there's so much that goes in. Like, he has his calculator out while he is making his adjustments to literally almost everything. So man, for not knowing what goes into it, there's a lot that goes into this. So like, I want to say big shout out to every party that has had a hand on this. Zach from Counter Space Garage, Robert and all the team from Studio RSR, Jesse from JDL, and just everyone that's helped me out into getting to this point right now. So this is a great first dyno experience, you guys. Moving forward, we will add some things. Until then, this is where we're gonna leave it in terms of the capabilities of our current setup. We talked about getting a fuel to return system by Radium. We talked about helping out with the cooling. So we talked about some things that are actually going to allow us to push this car even further. But right now, this is a pretty good spot. I'm pretty happy with it. I wanted to get the 5, right? But technically on a different dyno, we actually might be making more than just 500 horsepower. But right now, this is safe, this is linear, and I'm very happy with what this car is making. Like, when we got here, I just want to remind you, when we got here, what we were driving with these past videos was a consistent wastegate of 7 pounds with the wastegate, right? And at Redline, I believe it was like 4.5 around there. And then we came in at 300 horsepower, you guys, and I think we were making like 270 foot-pounds of torque. So this is a fat jump from that. I would imagine our driving experience going back home is about to be crazy. My only concern is having to put back the camber, because I've never done that, and we had to adjust that to even get this car onto the dyno, or else we weren't gonna have a dyno today. Let's go ahead and button everything back up. We'll have some fun on the way home. He also added some maps, so now we have different maps. We have launch control, we have pops and burbles. We're gonna be working on flames. There's a couple other parts I need for that. Not many though, so I'll talk to Jesse with JDL and see if he can kind of fabricate me some stuff. I'm so excited to drive this car right now. Alright guys, so it is currently the next day. I brought it home last night, and I will say that first takeoff from leaving the dyno, holy crap. I went out to the street and I just like opened it up in like 3rd gear, because that's where the power's at, or that's where the power starts, not 1st or 2nd. And oh my gosh, I got so freaking scared. It was so freaking fun. It was so fast. This car is so much faster now. It's insane compared to when we had like our first base map when we went to Vegas, only pulling 300 to 472. Crazy big difference. Let's go ahead and go give it a test run, so that way I can show you guys a couple pulls. It does still get pretty hot, you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, so we're definitely going to watch for that. Aside from that, and us getting the cooling stuff and all the supporting mods that we need, for now, when I drive it and I'm conservative enough, I still have fun, I'm conservative, it doesn't get as hot, it stays like at an okay temperature, but for sure when I pull, it's crazy. So now we also have burbles on right now. Right now we're running on just one map. I know he did give me multiple maps, but there were some things that we needed to adjust. That should be revised pretty soon. Right now we're on like basically full power. He did give me the ability to turn down how much power we could be making, or how much, you know, the full juice we could have, just based off of if we're using like more 91 than we are on E85. You know, he said I should probably turn it down just a little bit if it's more 91 than E85. So with that being said, I mean for the most part, I'm mostly on E85 as much as possible, to be honest with you guys. I've been on 91 for years now, so I'm on a little bit of a straightery right here. Hopefully that got a good enough angle for you guys. I wonder if you guys can hear the pops and bangs too. The burbles. The blub 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 blub. The blub blub blub. So not only is it hard to shift with one hand and record at the same time, my alignment is not like perfect right now, so that's another thing I was kind of paying attention to. I don't know if you guys got a good gist of that, but like it puts me in my freaking seat, dude. I'm gonna try to like have you guys a little bit angled in another way, so that way it'd be a better angle, and we'll do another run going the other way. It sucks because, like I said, I don't know if I'm like capturing it well enough. All right, we're in second gear right now. Take it up a notch. Like I said, party doesn't start until third gear, which is right now. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my god! I love this car! Oh my gosh, you guys! This car is awesome. This car is freaking awesome. Holy crap, dude. Right now our temps are fairly good, actually. The outside temp is about 82. Our oil temp is about 221 and coolant's at 196. So this is good numbers still, even though, you know, I just did a couple pulls. You can see the difference in terms of power wise. Do a pull and it gets super hot, you lose like at least a good chunk of power. You guys, this thing rips, dude. Oh my gosh, man. We ain't losing no Priuses no more. All right, we ain't losing no more soccer moms, all right? But hopefully I was able to get some good like clips. I'll try to get some outside clips right now, just some pass-bys. Let's come down to the end of this vlog, you guys. So really quickly, just wanted to thank Zach from Counterspace Garage, along with Studio RSR, along with Gerald from GJP, along with Jesse from JDL Auto. All of you guys and a couple other people that I might have missed have helped get to this point, and I just really appreciate it, you guys. So thank you guys so freaking much. We're still not done yet either, you guys. We still need to get some more supporting mods, so that way we can turn it up just a little bit more, you guys. I am like very happy with where we're at, with the torque that we're at and the horsepower that we're at, you guys. So I am looking into getting a catalyst downpipe, so then that way we can start shooting some flames and get a little bit more loud as well. The car's still very quiet. Like I said, we have some certain adjustments in terms of the party doesn't really start in terms of the boost and horsepower until third gear, and then going all the way up. So first and second is kind of like, you know, getting there, and then once third comes around, that's like when we can just haul ass, you guys. So that is something that we can also change within the future, but for now we're kind of keeping it somewhat around there. I hope you guys like this vlog. I hope you guys like the series. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you guys give me a big thumbs up and a subscribe, you guys, because we have more content like this coming, and you know, a lot of you guys are starting to figure out about us, and you know, it's been great, you guys. So thank you for those that have been supporting, and I'm so excited for what's to come next, you guys. So that's all I got for this episode, you guys. Make sure you guys live long and prosper. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.